NAVA acknowledges the Gadigal and Wangal peoples as the traditional custodians of the land on which this was filmed, and pays respect to First Nations communities, ancestors and elders.
My name is HOSSEI and I am a multidisciplinary artist. I predominantly work in performance, installation and video. However, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I want a bit of everything. So that's my vibe. And a little bit about my practice is that it's looking at togetherness and joy, and at its core, it's about healing others, healing myself, and the power of healing through color.
What has been a turning point in your career?
I always tell everyone I've had two sort of art careers. I took about 5 years off, which no one ever does. But, my mother's health was declining and I had to kind of step out and look after her. And so at the same time, it was the pandemic and I was sort of questioning what it meant to be an artist anymore in that moment. So there were a lot of things going on that I just thought, this just doesn't feel right. However, in 2022, I applied for a residency at UTS Gallery and Art Collection, and I was very grateful to be the recipient. And that was a 1-year residency, and that was a real breaking point for me because it meant that I had a nest to, rebuild myself and generate new ideas. And so it was a really transformative experience for me.
What is the most pressing issue for you as an artist right now?
And not being censored, I think that's what's really happening right now in our art world is there's a lot of censorship. People are just really scared. They're scared of the unknown. They don't know how to be with it, how to sit with it. But for me, that's what excites me. It's all about giving people a voice. For example, in my work, Thunderbloom, that was all focused on my mum. And so I'd like to think I'm like the bridge between the art world and people like her. And she is someone that is in her 70s and she's a migrant woman, someone who has multiple health conditions. So for me, it was really important to give her a platform to talk about her lived experiences. So people like her are underrepresented in contemporary art. So for me, I wanted to, in a way, unveil and show, because these are people that people often ignore, even just in daily life.
What is something you wish you knew when you were starting out as an artist?
All of us as artists, we often worry about being forgotten and, what's the next gig? You have to quickly, get something and put yourself out there, also like making money and all of that. So there is a lot of pressure and but I know it sounds like a luxury, but that it's okay if you want to stop. Being given that time to think, to sit with ideas, that's where all the juicy stuff is. So I think, what I think is it's okay to stop. You never stop being an artist.
How has NAVA's code of practice been useful to your work as an artist?
Because I predominantly work in performance and I work with a lot of people, the NAVA code of practice is super important for me. It ensures that we are insured and that we are safe. And so that's really important for me. And I love that.
What brings you joy in your work?
Art is my life. And I honestly don't know what else I'm really good at, and I don't even know if I'm that good at art, but this is, this is how I navigate through the world, and how I connect to people is through my practice. And I just want to, through my work, be able to pass that joy and that comfort and that healing through my practice. Yeah, I want to transfer it to others. That's kind of my goal. And to as an artist myself, to stay curious. Impulses are super important to my work, and I think that's where the true magic is. And if you look at my sketches up to the final product, it's completely different, every time, and that's what's exciting for me. And yeah, so you have to stay curious.